constituents are nitrogen, oxygen, and argon. Earth's atmosphere has 5 distinct layers. Let's look at each, from closest to farthest from the Earth. Troposphere. The layer of the atmosphere closest to the Earth is the troposphere. It begins at the surface of the Earth and extends out to about 12 kilometers. This layer is known as the lower atmosphere. It's where weather happens and contains the air humans breathe. The temperature of the troposphere decreases with height.
Oh my god.
Stratosphere. Above the troposphere is the stratosphere. This layer is where the ozone layer exists and scientists send weather balloons. Jets fly in the lower stratosphere to avoid turbulence in the troposphere. Temperature rises within the stratosphere but still remains well below freezing. Ozone layer. The ozone layer is a region of Earth's stratosphere that absorbs most of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. Mesosphere. The layer, where the air is especially thin and molecules are great distances apart, is the mesosphere. Temperatures in the mesosphere reach a low of minus 90 degrees Celsius. Meteors burn up in this layer. The stratosphere and the mesosphere are known as the middle atmospheres.
Anyhow, you have to study. You eat, study. You watch horror movies or you study, but you have to study.
Temperature is very much affected by the sun here. Temperature increases with height and can rise to as high as 2000 degrees Celsius. Nonetheless, the air would feel cold because the hot molecules are so far apart. Kármán line. The Kármán line is based on physical reality in the sense that it roughly marks the altitude where traditional aircraft can no longer effectively fly. Exosphere. The exosphere has very few atmospheric molecules, which can escape into space. Some scientists disagree that the exosphere is a part of the atmosphere and instead classify it actually as a part of outer space. There is no clear upper boundary, as in other layers. Exobase. The lower boundary of the exosphere is called the exobase. It is also called the critical altitude, as this is the altitude where barometric conditions no longer apply. Atmospheric temperature becomes nearly a constant above this altitude. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, and I would like to say to the viewers who actually subscribed, thank you.
Our universe wasn't always
like fireflies on a still summer night. They gently dot and illuminate the infinite velveteen sky.
10.5 remaining. No, it's not there anything.
Stars, be they millions or billions of years old, are all born in nebulae, clouds of dust and mostly hydrogen gas. Within these stellar nurseries, stars begin life as protostars, or hot cores formed by the collection and collapse of dust and gas. As the protostars become hotter, hydrogen nuclei inside of the cores begin to fuse and create helium. It is this chemical reaction, thermonuclear fusion, that generates a star's heat and energy and causes it to shine.
So this is my dinner for today.
Stars are categorized by a number of characteristics. One of these classifications is by surface temperature, called spectral classes. These 7 major groups range from the coolest stars, which are designated as M, and up to the hottest stars, which are designated as O. Stars are also classified by the amount of light they emit, or luminosity. Called luminosity classes, these 9 major groups range from the small, less bright white dwarfs to the large and extremely bright hypergiants. But no matter their luminosity or surface temperature, all stars eventually burn through their hydrogen fuel and die out. Less massive stars, such as our Sun, release their stellar material into space, leaving behind a white dwarf surrounded by a planetary nebula. More massive stars instead.
So today I'm already done with my routine. My study will end at 11.
Leaving behind an extremely dense body called a neutron star. But the most massive stars, stars that are at least 3 times our sun's mass, collapse into themselves and create a bottomless well of gravity, a black hole. But
do you live alone?
Stars,
No, I don't live alone.
Are cast into the universe, and it is this stardust that form the seedlings of life itself.
was this again? This is an interesting one. The Big
Our
Bang.
universe wasn't always here. Billions of years ago, there was nothing. No light, no sound, no matter. Just an endless void, untouched by time or space. And then... Boom! Just imagine a huge explosion so big that everything that exists comes out of it. And then...
Honey?
Yes?
If you want him to love space as much as you do, maybe give the Big Bang a little more context and a little less, boom.
I'm abridging the story. You know how short a kid's attention span is?
You can find a balance. Come on, try again.
Many, many years ago, the universe as we know, it didn't exist. It's hard to picture, right? No matter, no space, no time. So, how can there be a before? Before the beginning of time? The answer? I don't know. Now, you might wonder, Daddy, how can all of this come out of nothing? Well, imagine nothing as a tiny, super dense point, so small, yet containing everything, a singularity.
I'll be studying for half an hour more.
Fluctuating and unstable, finally bursts into a massive expansion of energy. The Big Bang. This wasn't just some cool action movie explosion. Everything we know had its start there. In the first microseconds, the four fundamental forces of the universe emerged from being initially combined into one.
Maybe you could simplify that part a little bit?
Fine, I'll make them into characters.
I'm gravity. Think of me as the force of attraction between objects with mass. I'm electromagnetism. My force can attract or repel things depending on their charge.
Yo, I'm the strong nuclear force. I'm
Yes,
like the
it's
glue
new.
that holds the nucleus of an atom.
This I'm not going to rename.
Yeah, I'm the strongest of all
fine,
the
I
forces.
think.
Take that, suckers.
Greetings, I'm the weak nuclear force. I help break atoms apart so they can change.
Yeah, this is a Big Bang Theory. How it actually happened, represented it in a cartoon way. Right, I'll just play it.
Our universe wasn't always here. Billions of years ago, there was nothing. No light, no sound, no matter. Just an endless void, untouched by time or space.
Singularity. This is singularity. Now this is the Big Bang.
Just imagine a huge explosion so big that everything that exists comes out of it. And then...
Honey?
Yes?
If you want him to love space as much as you do, maybe give the Big Bang a little more context and a little less, boom.
I'm abridging the story. You know how short a kid's attention span is?
You can find a balance.
Okay.
Come on, try again.
Many, many years ago, the universe as we know, it didn't exist. It's hard to picture, right? No matter, no space, no time. So, how can there be a before? Before the beginning of time? The answer? I don't know. Now, you might wonder, Daddy, how can all of this come out of nothing? Well, imagine nothing as a tiny, super dense point, so small, yet containing everything, a singularity.
I know today also I was craving for Golgappa. In Mumbai we don't get good Golgappa, so I don't have it. I like Pani Puri of Kolkata.
The Big Bang. This wasn't just some cool action.
And I like Imli ka water. Here they make water of pudina.
Microseconds, the four fundamental forces of the universe emerged from being initially combined into one.
Maybe you could simplify that part a little bit?
Fine, I'll make them into characters.
I'm gravity. Think of me as the force of attraction between objects with mass. I'm electromagnetism.
So this is a magnetic force.
Can attract or repel things depending on their job.
Many more interesting
I'm the
like Big
strong
Bang.
nuclear force.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like the glue that
Big Bang is the
holds
most
everything
accepted
atoms
theory
together.
scientifically.
Yeah, I'm the strongest of all the forces. Take that, suckers.
Even physicists detected cosmic radiation using and
I help break
so
atoms apart
that's
so
the
they
proof
become
they have
different elements.
given for the theory of the Big Bang. So previous theory did not have proof as such. They gave the scientific proof for the
Okay,
Big Bang
that
theory,
was
that the
pretty
microwave
clear.
radiation
If your
background.
astronaut gig doesn't pan out, you could
That's a
always be
microwave
teacher.
radiation background that
Spend
they
my days
detected.
telling stories about inanimate objects with over-exaggerated personalities. Who would even enjoy that?
So we have to go according to the
You'd be
discipline.
surprised.
So we have to read
So,
Big Bang
during
theory,
the first
and it's more
5
important
seconds,
than
a
other
lot
theory.
happened. The forces we talked about separated as temperatures dropped from this chaotic hot mess. The universe rapidly
So it's same thing like did Russia really landed on moon? So it's still controversial, and there are conspiracy theory against it.
Got it.
At one point after the explosion, the universe was just this big gelatinous plasma thingy, filled with all the fundamental particles. As it kept cooling down, some of those particles formed protons and neutrons. Oh, and matter and antimatter had a bit of a showdown. Luckily for us, matter won. Yay! So, after all that, a bit of matter was left over, and that leftover matter, well, that's the universe we see today.
Wow. All of this happened in how many years?
Guess what? Not even a single second has passed yet.
Really? Cool. So, when do we get to see the planets?
I told you.
Okay. I'll be patient.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Electron.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Protocol. How come we've never met?
I don't know, maybe because things have cooled down?
He was still expanding, so if he reverses the time, we get singularity.
It was getting tiresome.
Universe is expanding. So they have already said this, that universe is expanding.
Chill? Wanna hang out?
Is that allowed?
Maybe. Who dares?
Let's do it! And so, the first ever atoms began to form. Neutral hydrogen atoms. With fewer electrons scattering light, the entire universe became this vast, transparent thing, allowing light to travel freely. This is one of the ways we know the Big Bang actually happened.
Wait, you
Still a
lost
mystery.
me there.
The particles of light, called photons, could finally travel freely. These photons created what we call the cosmic microwave background. It's like a baby picture of the universe.
Origin of life is not mystery. Origin of universe can be
I knew it would come in
mystery.
handy, and it
Life, we
did.
know how it existed. I mean, how it
Now that there are
came into
atoms, I
existence
guess
existence or
planets
not.
start to form.
Not for a while.
We know the
actually.
plants, algae that do photosynthesis and release
There wasn't
oxygen.
much light. From this point on, we entered what is known as the Dark Age. But don't worry, it didn't last long. Just a quick 150 million years.
You throw these numbers around so casually.
That's what happens when you're talking about space.
So, what happened after 150 million years of darkness?
The first stars.
If we see in this way, then every theory that
Okay,
there are some
Junior, this part of the story
opposing
isn't scary.
statement
It was
on every
absolute
theory.
chaos. These early stars
Nothing
were
could be said
massive
for sure that this happened or not, but we go
Stars exploding
on the
left
basis
and
of
right.
scientific
The universe is in a
research.
constant state of chaos.
If we go on reversing every theory, then I think the discipline will only fail.
Years later, in a galaxy now known as the Milky Way,
If we go on
a smaller
questioning every
star.
theory, but we don't.
This star is our sun.
Where am I?
Hey, Solomon, look at this one. Nice find, Mitchell.
Can you please help me? I'm scared.
Okay, guys, I'll be joining you back.
Come on, don't bully it.
Guys, get out of the way!
Yeah, Sally is still finding answers. Yeah,
Dangerous.
It's that star. It's going supernova.
but for that they have to
See ya, baby
We're
star.
gonna go.
prove themselves. They have to disprove the previous theory.
Are you in pain?
Run, little
Hello? No. Don't go to sleep. Please. I don't want to be alone. What?
Yeah, if you see like that, then everything can be a mystery. But science is proving things, so you have to go according to
I guess
science.
that's good enough for now. Good night, son. Hey, family! Phew, had a crazy day at work today. My jet shut down for a second, and I had to. Have you been waiting all day for me to continue talking about the origin of the universe?
Honey, you left us on such a cliffhanger. Kind of cruel of you. So, yes, we've been waiting.
All right. So, where were we? Ah, yes. So there it was, our sun. And as I told you last night, despite being
But we
massive
have
by
to
our
believe
standards, it was
this
just a
for
lonely
now
little
that
star in an
science has proved
ever-expanding,
itself. Science is
chaotic
able
universe.
to provide solution to many diseases that we were not having the solution even.
Hello?
I can't hear you. Please, can you come closer to me?
What?
No. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stay put. Sorry, little rocks. I'm sorry. I can't go with you. Maybe one day I'll be able to
From a
hang
comet.
out with the other stars.
Yeah, there are many theories in my book. Only there are more. I think more than 4 theories are there. So there are many theories, but this is a well accepted theory.
An explosion that began an expansion in every direction. This meant that most stars, most galaxies, most of everything was drifting away from each other. Our sun was alone, and every passing second it was further away from the closest star.
That's so sad, honey.
Well, we're talking about 4.6 billion years ago, honey. Things were different. Even something like life was unthinkable in these conditions. But things would begin to change.
Planets? Are we going to see planets?
Yes, we finally reached the planets.
Yes!
Hello? Wait, you're a planet. I have a planet? Who am I? You're a planet. My first planet ever. You were born from the stuff that I came from. Sorry.
The origin of the
No, don't
universe.
be.
Yes, this
In
video is
fact,
of origin
you
of
could
the
even be a
universe.
star. You're mostly made of hydrogen and helium.
Right now I'm studying atmosphere, different layers of atmosphere.
What is Earth's atmosphere? Earth is surrounded by its atmosphere, which is the body of air or gases that protects the planet and enables life. The 3 major constituents are nitrogen, oxygen, and argon. Earth's atmosphere has 5 distinct layers. Let's look at each, from closest to farthest from the Earth.
Pain flies at which layer?
Troposphere.
Stratosphere.
The layer of the atmosphere closest to the Earth is the troposphere. It begins at the surface of the Earth and extends out to about 12 kilometers.
Why
This layer
stratosphere?
is known as the lower
But why
atmosphere.
stratosphere?
It's where weather happens and contains the air humans breathe. The temperature of the troposphere decreases with height. Stratosphere. Above the troposphere is the stratosphere. This layer is where the ozone layer exists and scientists send weather balloons. Jets fly in the lower stratosphere to avoid turbulence in the troposphere.
Right.
Temperature rises within the stratosphere but still remains well below freezing.
So I will do
layer.
it for half
The
an hour
ozone
and
layer
go
is a
to
region
the
of Earth's
stream.
stratosphere that absorbs most of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. Mesosphere. The layer, where the air is especially thin and molecules are great distances apart, is the mesosphere. Temperatures in the mesosphere reach a low of minus
Ozone
90
good
degrees
for us.
Celsius. Meteors
Yes, of
burn up
course,
in this
it's
layer.
good.
The
It's good for us
stratosphere and the
because it
mesosphere
absorbs the
are known as
ultraviolet
middle
rays.
atmospheres.
Now we have already heard about ozone hole
Thermosphere. The thermosphere rises several hundred kilometers
and
above the
Stockholm
Earth's surface.
Convention.
Temperature is very much affected by the sun here. Temperature increases with height and can rise to as high as 2000 degrees Celsius. Nonetheless, the air would feel cold because the hot molecules are so far apart. Kármán line. The Kármán line is based on physical
No,
reality
you
in the
you have
sense
asked
that
a
it
general
roughly marks
question, so
the
I'll give you a
altitude
general
where
answer. Is
traditional
ozone good for
aircraft
us?
no
Of course
longer
it is good for
effectively
us.
fly. Exosphere. The exosphere has very few atmospheric molecules. which
Now we
can
cannot
escape
say it
into
is bad
space.
because it
Some
is there in the
scientists
troposphere. We
disagree
have to
that the
answer
exosphere
directly.
is a part
Very
of the
simple question.
atmosphere and instead classify it
It doesn't
actually
work
as a
like that.
part
You
of
have to
outer
mention
space. There
if
is no
ozone
clear upper
is ozone
boundary
good
as in
for
other
us if it
layers.
is there in troposphere?
Exobase. The lower boundary of the exosphere is called the exobase. It is also called the critical altitude, as this is the altitude where barometric conditions no longer apply. Atmospheric temperature becomes nearly a constant above this altitude. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, and I would like to say to the viewers who
So I just watch small videos on every topic before starting my topic generally. Because if you see the video and then do your topic, then it's easy for you to retain the topic. And primarily for geography and all such subjects, geography, science, and more. So I have done my honors in English literature, so I'm not that good in science. But yes, this exam has made me aware about scientific things happening around me. So Rishabh, do you know how to solve prelims questions? Even if you know the answer, then then also sometimes prelims questions gets wrong. Why? The only idea is that don't look for absolute answer, look for better answers. I use elimination, yes, but you should. That's how we use elimination. We look for better answer. We don't look for absolute answer. But I think in 2023 the elimination was also eliminated. But there is always elimination. Only one, only two, all three, none. So there's a basic trick in prelims that we use is that this is generally wrong, yes, but that's what I'm saying. Extreme answers are wrong and factual answers are generally wrong. So if there are three options or there are three statement or four statement, we can choose which one is the best statement. Factual in the sense like some facts has been given like northeastern or northwestern, something like that. Too many facts in a statement. They just mold the facts. I'm not fearful of prelims, but I'm fearful of a subject of prelims, that is CSAT. I know comprehension, but maths is just not my cup of tea. So I'm focusing more on maths and number system this time. I don't know why maths exist. And I'm solving CAT level number system. Yes. And I'm solving CAT level number system from Rodha. I know you know this channel, not even completely. Yes. I don't know you know this channel, not Rodha. It's a very nice channel to prepare for number system and all those things. So I do my maths from Rodha only. Many questions have come from Rodha, but that's a CAT level question. And then previous year questions as usual. No, it's not about being tired. It's not about being. It's about I'm very fearful of maths. I have a fear. I have a phobia of maths. I don't know why. I study for long period of time. I don't get tired. It's my anxiety that attacks me there while solving maths. Eleventh. So I took science only. Science. 11th, 12th I did from science stream. After that I changed my stream. I didn't like science at that time. No, we had everything. So I studied in St. Xavier School. So from there, at that time, after 8 only we were allotted our stream after class 8. And we studied almost everything: biology, physics, maths, everything. Just see. Okay. Chalo guys, bye. Good night. I'll catch you tomorrow. It's already 10:30. I will enjoy my life a bit. I'm done with today's work. Bye. I'm going to watch a very good web series because I've studied a lot today. Why civil services? So when I started preparing for civil services initially, then I thought about myself, that I'll get power and all those things. But after studying, getting awareness of the society, I thought about children and women. So this is the reason. So my views changed from being individual to society. Chalo, okay guys, bye bye. Good night. Take care. Meet you again tomorrow. If I am alive. Okay. Of course नहीं लोगे means I didn't understand. Chalo guys, bye bye bye. Good night. Take care. I'm running out of time. Any question? Don't die. No, I'm just saying, if I stay alive, then I'll meet you guys tomorrow. Because we don't know what will happen tomorrow. So what I'm trying to say is that live every day, every hour, every minute. Enjoy every day, every hour, every minute. Don't think what will happen after 1 year or 15 days or 20 days. Okay, bye.